The one thing I will say that surprised me a lot about Islam is the amount of emotion involved. Islam is a very masculine frame with which to approach life. Traditional values are enforced. A man has to protect. A man has to provide. If you have the blessing of means, then you should give back to the community. To me, it's a very masculine mindset to apply to life. But also the amount of emotion involved. When I took Shahada, the Sheikh, he cried. And he's a serious guy. He's a masculine guy. This is the sort of guy you want to be polite to. But he shed a tear. To see such a masculine man, brought to that emotion is magical. It's very rare. And then often in the masjid, people cry. I had no idea. I had one guy next to me once. He was quivering with emotion. That's how powerful it is. Muslim men say, you have a very soft heart. You are open to Islam. You'll do well. I'm like, why are all these very strong masculine men talking about heart? It's quite an interesting thing. The type of masculinity that I see in Muslim men who take their faith seriously is very rounded masculinity. Yes, you take care of your family. Yes, it's your duty to be strong and to be able to defend and provide. But at the same time, you can shed a tear when talking about your relationship with God. You can feel emotion, and that's not frowned upon.
All right, guys, we're doing a day in the life. So I just finished the gym with Junaid and my friend Jason. We're headed to Damasi's, which is like a buffet spot. But on my way out, I don't know if you guys can tell, but in the background of the gym, they have like some Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and MMA things. So previously, it was a weightlifting gym and a combat sport gym. So they provide classes like Jiu-Jitsu, boxing, kickboxing, and Muay Thai. And I've been very interested in pretty much all those like combat sports. So inshallah, I might or might not sign up. They have like free trials. The first session is complimentary. So I'm gonna try that out inshallah, because Abdu, he does jiu-jitsu, and then my videographer, the guy that helps me film these videos, Jason, he also does jiu-jitsu, and they've just been telling me like really great things about it. And also to kind of like fulfill the sunnah, So the vlogs are basically going to be a little bit of combat fighting and a little bit of weightlifting. No problem. So this is what my plate is looking like. Got a little bit of pizza for carbs, and then everything else is pretty much just protein and some cucumbers and beets, because beets are good for your heart, correct? And you got this fat ass plate. Look at this.
Yo.
Look at all this. Look at this lasagna. Tell me a little about what your plate and your food choices. Why did you select these food choices?
Really, I didn't want to, but I was walking by. They were talking to me. They said, free us and put us on your plate. So I did it. So I'm really just doing charity.
Hello everyone, it's me, but it's not really me. I got tired and had my AI do this voiceover. So, yes, this is not me speaking. I usually sit by my desk for a few hours a day. I'm currently studying entrepreneurship and on the side answering emails from clients or attending meetings from my mentors. But let's get into it. The brain is a sponge, so make sure you're always feeding it the correct material to win in life. I usually sit by my desk for a few hours a day. Currently, I'm studying entrepreneurship from mentors in areas I want to pursue, and on the side, answering emails from clients or attending meetings or webinars. We live in a time where any skill can be monetized at a large scale, and traditional education isn't the only route of becoming successful. Say mashallah, you demons.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Stop. I smiled. I smiled. It's so unnatural. Alright, smile.
We're all smiling.
You smiled before, and you go up there and you look down. Wait, you go with your hands down?
Yeah. Just come down here. Two. 5.
I don't know why it's so unnatural.
It's so unnatural, you know it's just fake.
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know, we actually did pray, alhamdulillah. I sound so guilty saying that. But right now, me and Junaid are going to go out for dinner, inshallah. We're going to this noodle spot that we've been wanting to try for, he's been telling me about it for a while, called Jinya. Purely. How's the fits, guys? Let us know down below. Oh yeah, they can't even see that. I'm wearing lemon pepper steppers. Should the same
عربية قلبي وروحي أحرفي ولساني.
So this is the end of the first video of the series, Day in My Life. Basically, what my intentions are with this series is to document basically the building archive of my life. I want to look back at these videos in 3 to 5 years and understand that these were the moments where I really pushed myself to build something great. At first, I was just going to upload these videos to my YouTube channel unlisted and kind of privated so that I can just have them for myself. But I think it's good to have you guys across the other side of the screen have a good understanding of what it takes to build a strong physique, a strong mindset, and to become the most unstoppable force in my own life. Growing up, my father wasn't that present in my life, which wasn't his fault at all, but I grew up in a New York school, which I'll probably do a future video of that encompassing the entire story of it was like studying in New York for a Quran boarding school. But up from the ages of 12 to 16, some of you guys know that I wasn't with my family. I didn't have that strong of a masculine figure in my life. And that kind of led down to me trying to seek validation online through my YouTube channel, through my Instagram and whatnot. What led me down this little rabbit hole. I'm always in the search of direction and trying to be the best man that I could possibly be. And unfortunately, I had to go through those circumstances when I was young. But now that I'm older, I can view it as a learning experience rather than something traumatic. Because here, I mean, listen, at the end of the day, as a man, you are always going to go through trauma. You are always going to go through hardship. I was having a phone call with my friend the other day and I was telling him, hey bro, we have to understand that a girl's best friend is comfort and a guy's best friend is hardship. And in a marriage and or any relationship when it comes to males and females, the man is always going to have to provide a healthy amount of comfort to his woman. The same way the woman is going to provide a healthy amount of hardship in her man's life. Now, why is that? That's simply because healthy hardship for a man is a necessary requirement for him to climb the levels of success in this life, right? Even in Islam, we're taught to say no to our desires and we're taught to go out and put in the work and tie our camel, essentially, right? And for us as men, we're taught to, in the traditional sense, to provide comfort, safety, security, to provide a house, to provide an income to our women so that they can feel comfortable and they can just live life. That being said, welcome to the Day in the Life series. You guys are going to notice a little bit of a shift, a little bit of a change that's going to be happening on my channel. You guys are going to see me go from boy to man, as well as I'm going to see myself go from boy to man in my own entrepreneurship journey. I'm going to take you guys behind the scenes of things that I didn't want to share online, but I think it's going to be beneficial for all you guys. And also, I have an announcement. So a lot of you guys have been asking for the Truth Talks podcast to make a comeback. So alhamdulillah, after a whole year of not uploading, the mics are being turned back on. I might make a YouTube channel specifically for the podcast. That's still in the works, talking about it with a couple of my friends, seeing what their input is as well. And if we do decide to do that, then you guys will inevitably see it on my Instagram and my other social medias. But I'm going to have the link down below if you guys want to check out the 2 episodes that are already out that were recorded last year. And just to give you an idea of what the podcast is going to be like, I'm probably going to bring in some guests. A lot of it might be solo episodes. But other than that, it's just going to be an area for me to express the depths of my mind and the things that I learned in my meditations and summarized versions of the conversations I have with my inner circle and my friends, gems that don't necessarily be recorded on an intentional basis. I can take those and I can pull those from those conversations into the podcast. That being said, I hope you guys are pushing yourself to become 1% better every single day, because that is haq, that is the truth, and you guys know that that's the only thing we should be chasing in this life.